Today, it's a doubleheader night here at the Joel. The men play Coppin State 3 hours from now, but let's tip off the 2024-2025 Wake Forest women's basketball season. The Deacons and the Royals, and Elise Williams with an offensive rebound and a second one to create another opportunity in the opening possession of the season. Williams, Conley, Tamia Jones, the transfer from SMU, with the two bigs. Malaya Cowles and Demira Hines back after missing all of last season.
So good to see both of those young ladies on the floor, having had knee injuries the past 2 seasons. Be interesting to see how they try to work those two, the high post tandem, or go low out of this. You're going to enjoy watching Jones. A lot of quickness, played at SMU, is going to up-tempo the basketball game. And you saw Elise Williams take the first shot on a really good look. Got to be able to knock those down.
Foul went on Alicia Wade. Defender goes down. The Deacons get 2. Welcome back, Demira Hines.
Yeah, Demira Hines, if you remember last year, at the end of her season 2 years ago, was really playing her best basketball. Had the knee injury, she comes out strong. That's a good way to get her going.
From the right wing, it's Ana Bahetu coming up empty from distance. Queens with 10 new players, only 4 returners for Coach Jen Brown, who's a Kenny Brooks disciple. Malaya Cowles from deep.
Malaya Cowles talked about improving her range, knocking down some shots. Didn't get in the free throw line much, but can make a mid-range jumper. That was a big basket going inside to the post, and both of them get off to a good start.
Malaya Cowles is halfway to her made 3-point total from all of last season. Alicia Wade, the transfer from UNC Charlotte, missed it. Excellent start for the Deeks. Megan Jebbia playing 2 bigs in her starting lineup. Not something we've seen from her, and she said it's really the first time in her career playing 2 5s. What a move! Welcome to Winston-Salem, Tamia Jones, the transfer from SMU.
That's the addition that Tamia Jones gives to this offense, the ability to beat people off the bounce without having to go second or third person there. She's got the speed. She can score the basketball. Averaged about 9 a game last year for the Mustangs.
4 years for the Ponies. Average 4 assists per game. Great defense inside. The block for Cowles. Jones will run the offense. Gets a screen from Hines, a hedge from Weaver. Deacons with a 7-0 lead. Just over 2 minutes gone. Williams hits the rolling Cowles for 2.
Great look that time by Williams. Didn't force it. Nice pick and roll action. Cowles hands ready, finishes the play.
Deacons 4 for 6. Made everything except the first 2 shots at the rim from Williams.
One of the things that Queens wanted to do this year was kind of a little up-tempo. And already another turnover.
Traveling violation was called.
Pick and roll action, roll to the basket, keep the ball up high, nice action, good basket. Off to a really, really nice start, Malaya Cowles. You mentioned that 3-point basket. She made 2 last year, made the very first one of the year in the first game last year against Wofford. So is that an omen for the rest of the season?
I think she'll make more than she did last year.
I think so too. She was very comfortable in that jump shot a moment ago.
Tiziana Huizy is in the game for Jen Brown. Off the bench. Hines, second chance, count it, plus the foul.
Wow. You were wondering if they would play the 2 post players together, how they would be able to react. Right now you see it. You got the ability to go outside with jump shots and then isolate inside and go in strong. I like what I'm seeing out of the 2 post players.
It's 11-0. Wake Forest has missed 3 shots, but every shot they've missed, they've gotten the rebound. Queens does not have a rebound or a basket yet in the ball game.
They were out rebounded in 12 of their games a season ago, so this is kind of, kind of some of the same things that happened last year happening again now for the Royals. Bam.
Asked Coach Jebbia, is Hines the player she was 2 years ago? And she said, yeah, she's better, she's ready to go, as Williams creates a turnover in the backcourt.
Well, I like the fact that she's playing with a lot of confidence, not wearing a knee brace, and it's got a little quickness to it. Looks like maybe just, hey, things are going well, and this is good. If they can get some inside scoring to take some of the burden off Elise Williams, I think you can see some good things from Wake Forest this year.
Williams to Reagan Conley, and the foul's going on Wake. Cowles will pick up her first, and it'll be Queens basketball as they look for their first points. Almost a perfect first 3 minutes for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons to start the season.
Yeah, I like the start. Played very good defense, talked. get their hands on some second shot opportunities or what could have been, and then running a very fluid offense.
Alyssa Andrews off the Wake Forest bench, replacing Malaya Cowles.
Andrews, another player I think will have a nice season. Very athletic, very long.
It's the Argentinian Huizy who gets the Royals on the board.
Well, she's a very smart player, averaged about 6 a game last year.
Elise Williams from the right wing.
I like that. Elise Williams is not trying to force anything, letting the offense come to her. Had a great look on the wing.
Quick shot, too strong, wouldn't fall for Germany. Map. Deacons look to push. Tamia Jones, not a big-time three-point shooter, but she can make it. Off the mark there, rebounded by Makia House. This is Weaver. 12 points, 8 rebounds per game last season. And doesn't get the roll. Andrews with a rebound. Williams make it Jones bringing it up the floor for the Deeks.
Good look for Weaver that time. Tried to isolate. There's that roll action.
Hines hammered by Huizy. Tamia will go back to the free throw line for Wake Forest with a 13-point lead.
Great recognition that time by Jones. Goes in the post, catches it. Nice, strong, hard foul by Huizy. Go to the free throw line. Let's see what we can do there.
Stan, we're about to see the Wake Forest debut of the Norwegian freshman Aurora Sorby. They're really optimistic about what she can be as a young player, backup point guard for Tamia Jones.
She scored the basketball very well on that European swing they had back in August. Played with a lot of confidence, and that's what you want to see her play. Long enough, athletic. I probably play her at a 2 or a 3. And with this veteran basketball team that Wake has, if she can just find a little groove here and there, that can really bode well for her confidence as games go on.
Hines misses a pair there, and the rebound for Caitlin Adams just in for Queens. Some pressure just across midcourt. Huizy looking to create. Royals trying to get organized. They went 7-22 last year, 1-15 in the Atlantic Sun. Still a couple years away from being full-fledged Division I members.
They really struggled scoring the basketball last year, having only scored about 62 points a ball game, which was 10th best in the A-Sun. They've got to find ways to get easy baskets. That way they can apply pressure defensively. That's what Coach Brown would like to do.
Second rebound for Andrews, who sets a screen. Hines inside, Conley for 3.
Good look.
And Andrews with her 3rd rebound in just a couple of minutes off the bench. Elise Williams throws Huizy away and then missed it right at the rim. Map coming the other way for the Royals, and Huizy traveled. First ever meeting between Queens and Wake Forest. Deacons looking to take care of business in their home opener for the 18th consecutive season. It was a nervy opener last year, Stan, for Wake Forest. They had a big lead against Wofford, and then the Terriers came all the way back before Wake finally put it away late. You remember that? Feels like yesterday, right?
It feels like yesterday, or at least the day before.
Riley Turkoff is in. Sophomore from Jersey, and an entry pass with a little too hot for Madison Jordan, a fellow sophomore from Morrisville. Good start for season 3 of the Jebbia era. Wake in front 15-2. Well, Jen Brown has been entrusted with leading this Queens program into their Division I era. Her 5th season. She's a Brooklyn, New York native who went to Harrisonburg, Virginia to play college hoops for Kenny Brooks at James Madison, then became an assistant under Kenny, who obviously had so much success at Virginia Tech. Jen Brown was part of that success at Virginia Tech, and now 10 newcomers this season stand for this Queens team that'll compete in the Atlantic Sun.
Yeah, I got 10 new, 4 D1 transfers. And she said the main thing they're trying to do is CTG, close the gap from where they were to where they want to be. It's going to take some time, but she's got a great attitude and she's a disciple of Kenny Brooks.
Iron unkind. And the foul going against Queens.
And all the things that Queens wanted to have happen have not. Scoring the basketball, playing good defense, forcing some turnovers, getting some shots, not able to get off to the start they wanted. But they feel like in the long run that this is the basketball team, like I said, 10 new players come from different backgrounds, have some different abilities, and are better athletically than they've had in the past.
Alicia Wade just picked up her 2nd foul. She goes to the bench, replaced by Chanel Smith. And Sorby would have had her 1st assist if Williams did not err on the layup. Tough start for Elise. Made the 3, but she's missed 4 shots in close. Jump ball tie it will stay with the Royals.
But you know what? If you're a Wake fan, you don't worry. You want her to make the baskets. You want Elise to score. But you don't worry because she wasn't forcing shots. Shots just didn't fall. There was good defense. One was a look that just didn't go. She'll get those shots, and she's going to have to be able to knock them down. Other players have stepped up and made plays. So that is encouraging if you're watching Wake Forest. A team that, similar to Queens, has struggled to score the basketball at times.
And if you're watching Wake Forest, we appreciate you joining us.
We certainly do.
On a Monday afternoon, doubleheader day to start the season at the Joel Coliseum. Wide right on the rainbow 3 attempt from Caitlin Adams, who grew up here in Winston, played at Winston-Salem Christian. Now a sophomore in Charlotte for the Royals.
Limited time a season ago. Really think she can get off to a good start. Only knocked down 4 threes. That was a good look there. Might have been partially blocked, but nevertheless, she's got to be able to make that. She can make this.
Riley Turkoff too strong. Andrews been very active on the glass. Calls her own number, comes up short, rebounded by Matt.
And that's what Andrews can do. She's very athletic, 6 feet tall, rebounds, runs the floor, and we know she's got a very good perimeter jump shot.
Adams traveled.
Great on the ball defense that time by Andrews. What you like about, if you want to compare the teams right now, Wake Forest has done a really nice job of moving the basketball from side to side, inside out, involving their posts. Queens has not been able to move the basketball. Either they're not catching the ball smoothly, or Wake is putting some good on-ball pressure like he did a moment ago.
Sorby to the basket. Aurora Sorby from Bergen, Norway. Her first 2 points as a Demon Deacon.
2:52 in the first, her first basket. Remember that, she's going to score a lot more.
They've said she's not afraid. She lives and breathes basketball. Very nice pickup for this Demon Deacon squad. Sorby running it up the floor. Dishes for Madison Jordan. Jordan Turkoff, both sophomores. Conley, one of the veterans. The interesting dynamic we didn't mention, this is a pretty experienced Wake Forest basketball team that Sorby joins.
Yeah, and watch the fact she drives, uses the left hand, gets the basket. You've got a mixture of a lot of veteran players, old players, and yet 3 or 4 new ones that come in with some solid credentials. So I think this basketball team, as they continue to mature, that European trip really did benefit for this basketball team, I think. Got some players to play, learned some new roles. And for the young players to really mature a little bit. I think this is going to be a good early season for the Demon Deacons.
Foul is on Matt, and Conley knocks down the free throw. Reagan, the senior from Chattanooga, 5 points, 2 rebounds per game last year. She started 19, she played 32.
Smoothest shot around. I love to watch her shoot the basketball. Second leading 3-point basket maker for the Deeks last year, only behind Elise Williams.
Stan, what were the biggest questions about Wake Forest that you were hoping to start to get answered tonight?
Movement. How are you going to score the basketball? Who can score other than Elise Williams? And just how tough this team is. How much did losing last year bother you for this year? That's my, I just want to see you play. You know, you can look at all the little things and break down this and that, but early in the season, I want to see how competitive you are. And right now, I like what I see out of this team.
Wide open look. Madison Jordan buries the three.
That's what I'm talking about. Last year, Jordan would have been very hesitant to knock that shot down. Even later in the season, as she started making some threes, knocked down three. That time, no hesitation. Feet set, knocked it down.
She can make that shot consistently off the bench. She is going to play a lot. It may not always come off the bench. Turkoff through the contact and a traveling violation.
Well, you're exactly right. If she can do what she just did in that sequence, be a catch and shoot player without hesitation and knock it down and then come back and make a defensive contribution. She got the rebound on that play.
Had like 6 travels for the two teams combined here in this first quarter.
It's early. New shoes, sometimes they don't have the grip on them, you know.
Wheezy, loose ball. And it's going to stay this way. Magda Freire from Portugal tossing in the inbound.
Really excited about this young lady.
This is Freire from the corner. And they got the foul on Adams for tugging down Jordan, who was doing everything she could to block out there. It's another thing that'll earn you some more playing time.
No, again, I like what I see out of this basketball team. They're playing with spirit. They're playing together. And very connected on the defensive end. Good box out, gets your foul, goes to the free throw line. Madison to the line for your teams. 2 shots. When you play hard like you've seen so far in this first quarter by the Deeks, you get that opportunity to go to the free throw line. They only shot more free throws than their opponents 11 times last year. 4 and 7 when they did that. Getting to the free throw line, getting some easy baskets, makes you play a little bit better defense, gets everybody excited, and also obviously puts the other team at a disadvantage. So that's been a really good sequence for Madison Jordan.
It's a great stat. Here's Kennedy Moore, freshman from Montana, into the game.
Great leaper, long, athletic.
She was a high jumper in Montana.
Yeah. Quimby comes in the ball game too, very active. It'd be good to see her on the floor this year.
Weaver gets her first 2 of the season for Queens.
Nice little back cut there, good ball movement, side to side. Weaver gets the layup.
Offensive foul. I think they got Jordan.
Watch this go down the floor. It's early in the year for everybody.
That stands first of the season. We'll keep track.
Yeah, well, you know, early. Good acting job done. Soldier.
Deeks by 20, final minute of the first.
You know, play without fouling if you're Wake Forest. Queens, run your offense just like that. Nice basket cut, good catch by Weaver, good strong finish. Nice little back cut there, get some good defensive play by Queens. With the ability to have both Cowles and Hines in the game at the same time, they would bring out a player like Andrews off the bench. You got a little more depth this year, too. That time. Nice start for the Deacons. 20 advantage of size, getting great position in the post, and playing very good defense. I'm very impressed with this first quarter of the first basketball game of the season.
Wheezy baseline jumper off the hands of Hines. She helps to block the shot, and then Cowles was fouled by Wheezy. That'll be the second on the senior from Argentina.
You mentioned that Wofford game earlier, and you compare that in your mind from where we see them today. There was doubt a lot of times when they were playing last year in the first basketball game. I'm talking solely about that game. They played well, and then they didn't, and they was like, what am I supposed to do? Who's going to do this? I don't see doubt on their faces right now. I'm very big on body language of a team, of a player. Everybody's engaged. Everybody's playing with a lot of enthusiasm. Hey, everybody knows what they're supposed to do, and they're doing their job right now.
I think it's a really good point. They're playing with purpose. And they started 5 seniors. That's not all that common in this day and age in college basketball.
Nice right there. That's nice.
Malaya Cowles.
That's what I'm talking about. Cowles was surprised he was that open.
Lead back up to 20. Cowles, the Deacs' leading scorer with 7. One of 7 different players in a Wake Forest jersey to score in that first quarter. Only 2 Royals have got a point. Good hands from Cowles. Loose ball collected by Jones. Tamia all the way for 2.
Great defensive play there by Cowles. Got on the floor for the loose ball, pushed it ahead. Jones, no hesitation, took it strong, gets the basket.
You liking what you're seeing from Tamia Jones?
Yes, I am. Well, I knew she could. She's a baller. She could play. Great penetrator. Was second on the team last year at SMU in assists, so she can find you. But she also has great speed and a very tough defensive player. So, yeah, I like exactly what I'm seeing. She's running the show.
Wake Forest plus 10 on the glass in the first. Jones hits the deck hard there.
This is winning basketball. Nice pick and roll, kept the ball up to the last there. She was, oh God, I'm that open. Put it in the floor, didn't need to do that, but I like that. And then watch the transition. Off a loose ball, goes down, uses the left hand, protecting the ball on the left side. Nice basket by Tamia Jones.
Asked Megan Jebbia what she wanted to see from her team tonight. Taking care of the basketball was big, and then she wanted to see them score. And she said, if we can get 3 or maybe 4 in double figures, that'd be a good thing. Balanced scoring so far. Ooh. Acrobatic maneuver by Williams to awkwardly maintain possession. And then Hines throws it away, looking backdoor.
Yeah, well, you're exactly right. We talked about Queens only averaging about 62 points a game. Wake Forest a shade under 60 points a ball game last season. So, yes, being able to score, get some easy baskets on your defensive side, and you've already seen a couple of those in transition by Jones.
Deacons played the 3 international games on the European trip, and they had 2 quote-unquote secret scrimmages. And in those 2 games, they allowed 36 points to ETSU, and they allowed 47 points to ECU. They're 5-0 in the exhibitions, and they feel pretty good about their defense so far.
That's good, and you can see it.
Holding the Royals to 16% from the floor. Jones wide open. Oh, nice job on the offensive glass, Demira Hines.
Wow, welcome back, Demira Hines.
7 points, 3 rebounds for Hines. Good hands from Jones. Numbers for the Deacs. Cowles.
Oh. I thought she came
second
to
groan of the game.
That was a groan. I thought that was a jump stop. I saw she on both feet, but we'll, you know.
Wouldn't mind seeing that again because I'm with you.
From this angle.
Anticipatory whistle, perhaps.
But even if so, remembering how hard she worked last year to get in some playing shape, I like the fact.
Stan, are you a fan of Cowles and Hines playing together on the block?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have a problem with that. I think, yeah, use your advantage. You know, I would guard on the tempo of games. If you're able to control the tempo, I think it's a great decision.
Hines 6'2", Cowles 6'3".
It takes some pressure off your perimeter. It takes some pressure off Elise Williams. And Elise has done a really good job today not forcing anything. Even that moment when she almost traveled, she didn't force a shot.
You worry a little bit maybe about the spacing, but then Cowles hits her first outside shot, so she shows that she can step out, and you gotta respect that.
I can high-low that. I can put one lie, start them both on the block, double stack them. There's a lot of things you can do with them if they're very active. I just don't want them to pick up fouls.
Jones hits the wide open Cowles.
Excellent job beating pressure.
Yeah, Queens' pressure is not really doing much right now. Another rebound from Malaya. She might have a double-double by halftime. Jones, step back, 3.
Bam. Look what I found. Only 19 three-point baskets made a season ago by Tamia Jones. She's shown all of her games so far, Evan, the ability to play defense, to beat you off the bounce, beat the pressure, get it down the floor. And if you don't stop me, I'll pass and get a basket. Nice look for the Deacons.
It's a 29-point lead for Wake Forest. 3:35 into the second quarter on opening night at the Joel Coliseum. Demon Deacons bringing back 8 players from last year, including 7 of which who have at least 3 seasons of college basketball experience. And that experience and confidence is showing early here against a flustered Queens squad. Layup would not fall for Colvin.
Andrews with another rebound. But it all started with the double travel. It all starts, and now I was going to say, just think about this. I haven't seen this type of on-ball basketball pressure, half-court, three-quarter court, in a long time out of the perimeter. And if Jones can give that to them, you can see the results. Missed shots, early tempo offense, get your rebound, start your offense. I like what I'm seeing out of this team.
Air ball from Frary, intercepted by Jones. And then she throws it away, picked off by Weaver. Jordan Weaver unimpeded to the basket. She's got 6.
A little greedy that time. Good play by Weaver.
Deacons with 8 turnovers so far, 4 of which have come in the first 4.5 minutes here in the second quarter.
Danya Colvin, 22, guarding Williams, or was until the switch, is a very good athlete. See if she can get her going defensively and then run.
Cowles could not finish against the double. Colvin kicks it for Smith. Corner 3, too strong for Frary. Another long pass. This one connects. Count it, plus the foul for Alyssa Andrews. Second assist of the night for Tamia Jones.
Push it, push it. Long pass, right on the money. Great job of Andrews of running, catching the basketball with 2 hands, and watch her finish. Great job by Andrews, but what a pass by Miss Jones. Her ability to handle the basketball and push tempo makes this Wake Forest basketball. Now I know it's the first game, it's the first half of the first basketball game. Don't go crazy, Stan, okay? But I like that you can build on this little 2-2-1 after the made basket here.
Jones tips it. Thought it was off Kopkalevic.
Recognize pressure. 2 seconds to get it over, 22 on the game clock.
Tamar Kopalevich from Ashdod, Israel, played last year at Eastern Wyoming College.
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something right now that I'm impressed with. This team is quicker than they were last year.
15 minutes into the season, I would agree with you.
That's all I got to go by.
And they lost a pretty quick guard in Kaya Harrison.
Yes.
Two big names missing from last year, Kaya Harrison and Alexandria Scruggs. They combined to play 294 ball games in a Wake jersey. Cowles into double figures with 11.
Great job again on the pick and roll, and all the post players you see, they've been working on it. Catch the ball, keep it high, and finish. You know, you talk about Scruggs, you really miss her as an offensive rebounder. Led this team last year in offensive rebounds.
Chanel Smith defended well by Jones, and Turcoff a little too aggressive on the reach in. Picks up the personal. Number 1 on Riley. First on the Deeks here in the second quarter. Sorby's back in. Jones and Williams and Cowles and Conley all back to the bench.
Smaller, younger lineup. Only senior on the floor is is Andrews.
Queasy. And turnover, number 10 for Queens.
Knapp lost her footing on the baseline, man. Got a little pressure there.
Riley Turcoff hit some real big shots last season. She is a confident offensive player.
And you can see why there. Had a little pick and roll to kick it back, didn't take it, drove, took the contact, gets the basket. Another one of those potential big scores for this Wake Forest team.
42-10. Queasy for 2. We are under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Wake has a lot of home games in the non-conference, but after today, the next 2 are on the road. Turcoff swatted but fouled. Whistle came a little late, but it was the right whistle as Germany Map picks it up.
Yeah. Map a little aggressive, a well-rounded player. Started her career at Hampton, scored the ball a little bit there, then went to UMass for a year, and now it's going to finish up at Queens. And very athletic. When you talk to Jim Brown about Map, one of the things she says, haven't really been able to see it much tonight, but she's my Swiss Army knife, a person that can do a lot of things for me offensively as well as defensively. Might have got a little bit of the body that time, but you like her aggression defensively.
Turcoff slapping her side, frustrated that she missed that second free throw. Lost the handle on the way to the rim, picked up by Wake Forest, Michaela Quimby. Here's Sorby, she'll take it.
All right. Okay. It's a good look. Just a little off, but it was a good look. And we've already said she is a scorer. She can shoot the basketball, so that's okay.
Queasy, defended by Jordan, gets her own miss, and then throws it into the Wake Forest bench.
Great defensive job that time by Madison Jordan to keep moving her feet and use her arms parallel to the floor and not reach and foul. You just put in your head what you saw. There's that maturity of playing this summer and what she learned a year ago.
Oh, great hustle by Frary. Colvin gives it up. Wake Forest, nice job getting back.
Helping recover.
Queens will initiate. Frary, pass intercepted. Turcoff all alone. for 2.
Pressure on the basketball, jumping the passing lanes. 1 on none. Take it in, lay it in, count it.
5 points in 10 minutes off the bench for Turcoff. Malaya Cowles, the leading scorer, with 11. Also 4 rebounds. Deacons is a team plus 12 on the glass. Matt, tough shot. Wow.
Versatile.
Jordan traveled. 10th first half turnover for the Deeks.
Watch Jeremy Mack kind of work inside, kind of flip it up, use little glass but more rim, gets it in. So let's get back on defense. Then you force a turnover. That's how you get back in ball games.
The one-handed airborne scoop from just outside the lane line.
It's a good horse shot.
Yes, it is. Especially nothing but net if you call it.
Yeah.
What's your go-to horse shot, Stan?
A long-range hook shot.
Okay. Like how long range are we talking?
How far I am. Depending on how far I am. What do I need?
Sorby pressures Wade. Takes the handoff. Wade kicks it to the corner. Colvin 3. Offensive rebound for Barhetu. And a lot of contact in the process, and the foul is on Wake Forest.
Yeah, there's a lot of banging inside on that wing jumper.
So Quimby, the sophomore, picks up the personal. Nearly another steal for Turcoff. Barhetu. Offensive rebound there. Wake getting a little sloppy with the details, and Mapp lays it in with a nice hustle play.
Yeah, but that was a really outstanding rebound by Mapp. She went off 2 feet, went up strong, grabbed it, and finished it.
Quimby into contact. Which way?
They're trying to decide. I think it's going to be a block. I'm wrong. Let's take a look here. I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna let him have it.
They call it on Quimby. It's her second. Sorby the deflection. Recovered by Wade. And this one they're calling against Riley Turcoff. So number 2 on her. They called it on Sorby. So number 1 on Aurora. 1.8 to go in the half. 2 free throws for Alicia Wade. Jen Brown called Wade, quote, a coach's dream,
yes,
like
indeed.
A mini assistant, true floor general.
Or mini-me. Understands the game, played at Charlotte.
1 half of the new college basketball season in the books, and Wake Forest heads to the locker room with a 27-point lead.
One of the reasons they work well is if they're moving without the basketball in position. They're not both getting on the low block and saying, okay, feed me the basketball. You're seeing high-low, you're seeing the screen. You saw Cowles step out and take the jumper. High stagger out of both of them. You dive one post and keep the other one high for the high-low. There you go, right there.
Cowles made their first 3-point attempt in the first half, missed it to start the second. Quick pull-up jumper would not fall for Colvin. I think the one thing that maybe surprised me a little bit in the first half, Stan, Elise Williams, only 3 points in 12 minutes. Now, she did have 4 rebounds and 4 assists. The last 9 games of the season last year, she averaged 20 a game. Honored before the game for scoring her 1,000th point on Leap Day against Clemson. That's got to be a foul. What? She was bear hugged as she was completing her follow through, and somehow she gets it back, and now she gets the foul.
Well, she came out hard on the contest and then made the contact and just kind of held her there, held her ground. So I guess they faked no harm, no foul. But yeah, I know. See, there you go. See, that's your first contentious call.
I'm in disbelief.
Well, see that. See, but you're right. I'm not concerned the fact that Elise Williams is not scoring the basketball because other players have gotten involved. So this is a good thing because that's the thing we've always asked. Who else can score the basketball? Good defensive play there.
What's the most important thing you want to see in the second half from Wake Forest?
Execution. I don't want to see any let up. I want to see you continue to get in passing lanes. I want to get steals. I want to get execution like right there.
That's a mismatch.
That's what I want. The score is 0-0. You got to find a way if you're Wake Forest to win the second half. Keep up the intensity. You're building every game. You're stacking games right now. The score doesn't matter.
Deacons will return to the floor Thursday in Charlotte. Not against these Queens Royals in a home-and-home, but against the 49ers.
New head coach there, Tamia Reed, had some success at Jackson State. They're going to be a very good team, the 49ers. That's a good look right there for a jumper.
Yeah, Jordan Weaver did not make a three all of last season, but she knocks down the shot there. Pretty smooth stroke.
Well, she was on the all-freshman team 2 years ago. She can score the basketball, and she's kind of being like, at least she's going to have to score for this team.
Tamia Jones getting where she wants to go. By the way, you know who Tamia Jones passed to in high school?
Tell me.
She was teammates with Jewel Spear.
That's right, at the Colony. That's right, at the Colony. I wasn't sure if they overlapped or not. I couldn't remember. Yeah, that's right.
They did.
Jewel's family is here. So she's doing well up in Knoxville, getting ready to start the season tomorrow. Watch this. Watch Jones. Pick and roll. Kept the dribble alive. Got the paint as far as you can go. Kissed it off the glass. I like that. That's some of the advantages you can have if you're post or active, if you have one or, in this case, two.
Jones last year at SMU, 73 assists, only 44 turnovers, so pretty good ratio. Looking to improve on that this year. She's got 2 and 2 so far tonight.
That's got to be a little better pass.
It's a clean tie-up. It'll be Queen's ball, though.
I like that idea, but you got to remember there's a defender with an arm there that got in the passing lane. That's got to be a little better pass. But again, the idea, the concept, I'm loving. I'm loving what I'm seeing.
Stan, give me a little perspective on Queens. If you're Jen Brown, clearly you're overmatched tonight. But this is game number 1 of a long season. Second quarter was better than the first.
New players. Continue to run your offense. It's the same thing for them, 0-0. Run your offense, try to get players involved, be stronger with the basketball.
Jordan Weaver, nice move.
Second chance
Wade
opportunity.
On the glass.
There you go. Do what you do. Wade was not a big scorer at Charlotte, only averaged about 3 points a ball game, but a very tough, smart player. Got to be better defensively, Queens.
Jones is into double figures with 11.
Yeah, Jones is going to cause a lot of problems this year for other teams. She's got the experience. She played big-time basketball, was at SMU. Like you said, second best on her team in assists with 73. She knows how to score, and she's got this quickness that I don't think we've seen for a while here.
SMU's coming to the Joel in February.
Yeah. She'll know some of the players. She'll know some of the plays.
So the foul's on House, and Elise Williams will go to the line. Elise entered the night 28th all-time on the Wake Forest all-time scoring list, 1,065. One of 31 Demon Deacons with 1,000 on the Wake Forest women's basketball ledger. Today's her 100th career game as a Deke.
Wow. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it?
Shooter's touch.
Well, she was 6th best in the conference last year in free throws. So, you know, shooter's luck. She swishes this one. Preseason, postseason form. Where am I? Pre-post or mid?
Mid-season form, I think is the phrase.
Well, I didn't know. I mean, you could be in postseason form.
You're too energized. Postseason, you're a little tired.
Yeah, you'll be beat down by the season. Better save some of these.
Oh, great hands by Cowles. And a spin from Williams. She's got some help. She takes it herself. Cowles on the glass for 2.
Second chance opportunity, no panic. Rebound, put it in. Good defense to start it.
Wake Forest has to love what it's seeing from Malaya Cowles tonight.
Watch this. Get on the floor, get the ball, watch Elise, protects the basketball, take it to the hole, misses it, but watch the rebound there. The person that got on the floor that got it finishes off the play. I love that. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. I like the enthusiasm and the hustle. If you hustle and you play hard, good things can happen for you.
Her career high is 22.
Yep.
You think she's going to break it tonight?
What she got now?
15.
Possibly. Possibly. It depends on how much she plays in the fourth quarter and how many second chance opportunities she gets. She won't go for it. But then that was the 22. That was an interesting game. That was against Villanova early in the season, right around Thanksgiving. And they did a lot of isolation for her. Remember, they would just go right in the hole. Went 4 out, 1 in basically, and just posted her up and let her score. So she has that ability. She had 11 games last year in double figures. So this is all good. And the Bounce and Hines game, very good.
Foul was on Jones. 2 free throws for Mapp. Wake by 30, midway through the third.
Nice
Cowles
high-low.
Inside.
Oh, that's a good move.
Yes, it is. Tamia Hines and 1.
My goodness. Post, high-low. Watch that spin right there. Quick spin, had the defender on her hip, kept it up and scored. We should all sit out a season if you're going to be that sharp, huh?
Malaya Cowles, also a better passer than she gets credit for. Good entry feed from the wing. Another thing I learned at shoot-around today, Stan. Oh, what a steal by Williams as she just picks Frary's pocket and gets an easy 2.
Easy way for Williams to score the basketball and stay engaged. 2-2-1 once again after the make.
Another steal. 3-on-1. Jones. Conley missed the layup. Jones gets it back, and she did not miss. They're going to keep up the pressure here and not let me get to the point I'm trying to make. Coaches at shoot-around said entry passing this year has been a point of emphasis. Tamia Jones doesn't need to entry pass, but she keeps getting layups off steals on full court pressure. 9-0 run in the last 40 seconds.
Pressure, pressure, steal, score, follow shots, get second and third chance opportunities. Wake Forest working on, look at the passing lane there, gets a deflection, pushes ahead, nice easy layup. Tamia Jones, who's just been a fire plug on offense as well as defense. A very solid debut for the young lady from Texas.
3 Deacons in double figures, Cowles and Jones each with 15. Hines also has 10. Elise Williams appears on her way. She's got 7 in just 17 minutes.
Jones had 17 last year in a game against Baylor. Followed it up later on against Florida State, ironically, with 16. So she's off to a really good start, as we said in the highlights.
Well, we'll get ourselves a timeout with 4:21 to play in the third. Demon Deacons in control on opening night.
Make sure Dad didn't shoot it.
Williams, right on cue, gets 2, and she's now got 9 for the night. Now 1,074 in her career.
She's moving past one of our favorites, Ariel Stevenson.
You've got a lot of favorites.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, you know.
Oh, that's a nice shot. Alicia Wade with her first 3 of the day.
She's going to have to be able to knock down some jump shots this year for some balance for this Queens offense. Only made 5 a year ago in Charlotte. She's going to have it. She's got some speed, and she's got to be able to make some shots, too.
Williams recovers and then finds the diving Hines for an easy 2. Tamira's got a dozen. 5th assist, by the way, for Elise.
Matching up a little bit out of the zone now for Wake.
Wave off the basket. Before the shot, it'll be Queens underneath. Kamara Mills back in for Jen Brown. This Queens squad joined the Atlantic Sun, accepting an invitation May of 2022. They're in the 3rd year of the 4-year process, transitioning to becoming a full-fledged Division I member.
And like I said, they're a growing program. A lot of new players, some transfers. You had Lewis on the floor, Nanda transferred. There was a walk-on at NC State, girl from Charlotte area.
School only went fully co-ed in 1987.
Yeah. Beautiful campus. I mean, you've been there, I'm sure.
I have not been there.
You've never been to Queens?
I've never been to Queens.
Absolutely beautiful campus.
At the buzzer, Jordan Weaver, her 2nd 3 of the night.
Not known as a three-point shooter, but again, the versatility of her game.
She's going to be known as a 3-point shooter this year. 2 for 2 to start. Whoa. Turkov into a brick wall. Tamar Kopalevich called for the bump. Well, they give it to Matt instead before the brick wall.
Clock winding down, Weaver, bam!
Splash. Love a good high arcing 3. The sound of the swish.
Yeah,
the things about the off season that you miss.
The swish, the sinking of a long putt going in, and the opening of some fresh can of tennis ball. That opening, I love that.
Okay, you need to work on your
well,
sound.
No,
there's the swish for Riley Turkov.
There you go. You got the picture. Riley can make swishes. A lot of them.
Missed her first 2 from deep, but now she's got 8 points in her first 3 of the year. Loose ball picked up by Williams. And Elise takes her time and calmly joins the crew in double figures. 11 for Elise. Enter the night 15 points away from moving into the 26th position on the all-time Wake Forest scoring list. Long rebound tracked down by Kamara Mills. Hines clears that one, and here comes Williams. Williams steps inside the arc and knocks down the jumper.
Oh, that's great recognition to keep your dribble alive. A nice little screen. Mills ran right into Cowles and could not move, and the shot goes down. That's nice. I like that. Hines, I'm sorry.
Whistle with 44 seconds left in the 3rd. Elise, by the way, is now 1 point shy of Ariel Stevenson in the all-time Wake Forest scoring chart.
It was what number, 29?
26.
26.
Chasing the athletic lefty Cecily Ray after her. Cecily's in the 25 spot. It'll be a fun journey through Wake Forest history this season as game by game, Elise. I mean, she's got a chance to rise into the top 5 if she has a really good year.
Yeah, but she could very easily.
I think I know the answer to this question, Stan, but you know I like to ask dumb questions sometimes.
First of the season, let's go.
Do you expect Elise Williams to be the leading scorer on this year's Wake Forest roster?
Probably so.
I would agree.
Probably so. Yeah. But there are ways that you can score the basketball. You don't have to be a volume shooter to be a big scorer. I mean, you don't have to take 35,000 shots. I mean, I think you see the versatility. If she can score off the bounce, play good defense, get a couple, go to the free throw line where she shot over 80%. There's a lot of ways that she can get, 18, 20 points.
And there's no doubt her outside shooting is important.
Yes.
Wake needs that.
Oh, no question.
But her playmaking is arguably more important than her scoring.
I totally agree with you. And if post players can be a weapon, then that's going to allow her to be able to score off the bounce, and that's going to allow her to be able to knock down some jumpers. I mean, like we said earlier, she led this team last year with 47 three-point baskets made. Conley was second on the team. So there's going to be shots for her, and the way Wake runs her offense, she's going to be able to get some good looks.
Last year, Wake made 204 threes in the season, which was the 4th most in a season in the history of the program. Kopalevich rejected by Jordan. 1 second difference, game and shot clock. Oh, nice pass by Sorby. Quimby wasn't expecting it, though, and immediately kicked it out like a hot potato.
Nice job here. Run your set. Take your shot.
Jordan.
We talk about Riley's ability to score over 2,000 points in high school. Madison Jordan was a 4-time All-State player, won a state championship at Panther Creek. She scored a lot of points, too. You saw her offensive ability.
Deacons make their last 8 field goal attempts to close the quarter. Wake on an 11-0 run.
Well,
she looks comfortable over there.
About it either way, did she?
If she is done, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists in 21 minutes, 5 of 10 from the floor. Made her only 3 ball. Made both her free throws.
Wake again coming out in the zone. Under 100. So again, this is something that was a problem for them, scoring the ball and scoring versus zone.
Barhetu tried to create creatively. Wake Forest ball. And it'll go the other way. Acrobatic move from Conley, but unable to finish.
Called her a minute ago, Barhetu, number 10. She's been really quiet today, and they're really expecting some stuff offensively out of her.
It's a friendly rim.
Friendly rim, yeah. Nice call there. Ran a little sideline screen for her.
Ball State transfer.
Ball State, yeah. Solid player. They just got hit with the 1-2 earlier today, and just really not able to recover.
Alyssa Andrews, that's a
her
smooth
spot.
stroke.
That is her spot.
7th 3 of the night for the Demon Deacons.
One thing I like about this team shooting right now, they're ready to shoot the ball. They're in catch and shoot mode a lot more than I've seen in the past. Again, that comes from the hard work over the summer and then coming in with the right attitude. Offense, trust in your offense. Ball moves, you're ready to shoot, position yourself, knocks it down. And another person I think can have a breakout season. You're talking about Elise Williams scoring. I think is Alyssa Andrews. I think she can do a lot of things. She can score inside. You saw her get off to a good start, rebounding the basketball, and she can run. Again, another one of those all-star scorers as a high school player up in Virginia.
Barhetu adds 2 more.
Yeah.
I agree with you on Andrews, especially if she can get off to a good start in the non-conference, gaining a little confidence.
Yeah. You remember a couple of years ago, I think it was her freshman season in the NIT, and she had back-to-back threes on the wing against Akron. And she can score the basketball. A lot of hers is just confidence and just being in the right place at the right time. And as a senior, I have certain expectations. You're playing with a sense of urgency. I think you see that out of Conley. I think you see that out of Elise Williams. I think you see that out of Andrews as well. Tamia Jones is getting a second opportunity.
Andrews tracks the loose ball and then dribbled it on the baseline. First of 2 games at the Joel Coliseum tonight, of course. Steve Forbes' Wake Forest men's basketball program begins one of the most anticipated seasons for the Demon Deacons men's program in quite some time.
I totally agree with you.
Coppin State, the opening night opponent, the boys from Baltimore out of the MEAC. Wide open inside, Madison Jordan is the 5th Demon Deacon into double figures with 11.
Sorby just takes the ball off the bounce, pushes it down, no hesitation, turn the ball, find a player and scores. I like that, Madison Jordan. I'm thinking, I don't really think that I've seen anybody take a bad shot today, a forced shot. Some have been kind of ugly, maybe, but but everything's been within the offense. Yeah, watch this. Off the bounce, take it down, head up, dribble up, beat the defense down the floor. Got to do a better job if you're Queens, pressuring the ball and stopping the dribbler, but that's a nice pass and finish.
3 assists for the freshman Aurora Sorby from Norway. There haven't been a ton of Wake Forest basketball players from Norway through the years.
Not that I can recall.
I never met anybody from Norway when I was a student at Wake Forest, basketball team or otherwise.
You didn't? Why didn't you?
Well, I wasn't the coolest kid in school, that's for sure, but I did meet a lot of people.
6:43, 4th quarter. You just said you weren't the cool kid on campus?
Why is that breaking news?
I'm shocked. I would have never done.
You see how I prepare for these games. Do you think that made me cool?
I prepare for the games. You're supposed to prepare for the games. You don't have to be the coolest kid to do it, though.
Exactly.
My goodness.
Quimby. Yes.
Quimby, the coolest girl on the court right now. I like that. I'm shocked to hear you say that. I would have thought you were Mr. Wake Forest. You weren't? Boy, that's news of West. The West and the rest of the boys.
It's hard to remember, Stan. It was so long ago.
Mark that down. So what?
Weaver can't convert.
Well, you might not have been the coolest kid on campus then, but you're the coolest guy around there. How about that?
That's debatable at best.
Just trying to work with you now.
Sorby.
It's hard to be cool.
What is cool anyway?
That's your own definition.
Most points scored in a game last year for the Deeks.
94.
94 against
St. Louis.
The Billikens.
They did it in Hawaii. And then in the 75, I think it was, against Wofford, first game of the season.
I think.
But they scored what? You know what I'm doing.
Wake needs 14 more, obviously, to get to the century mark. In my quick cursory research, and this could be mistaken, but I think the last time Wake got to 100 was
South Carolina State, East Tennessee.
They had. I think they were in the 90s, those games. I know what games you're thinking of. I've been scrolling back. Yeah. 106-50 over College of Charleston, November 8th, 2019.
2019, Friday night, 2019. We were up top during the game, and that was Kaya Harrison's first basketball game at Wake. I met her granddad that night. That's how I remember that.
It was the second game of the season, but other than that, I think you're right.
I wouldn't have said it if I wasn't right.
Kaya started, played 18 minutes, had 5 points.
Look at that, boy. Hey. That's memory, isn't it?
Can you name
No.
the 3 Deacons who were in double figures that night.
I gave you everything I wanted to give you. I had anything else I wanted to talk about. I told you what I need you to know. No, I can't.
Anna Udo led the way with 23.
Yes.
Ivana Ratza with 21. And then Christina Mora.
Christina Mora, low post presence.
The Canadian with 13.
That's what I'm thinking about when I see Cowles work and Hines in the post. It's Christina Mora, up and under with the left hand.
Gina Conti, the point guard, had 7 assists that night.
Perfect point guard. Gina Conti went to UCLA.
5 points for Harrison, 4 points for Scruggs. New era now. Wake with a 50-point lead.
Nice to go down memory lane, though, isn't it?
Sure is. We're going to get a timeout midway through the 4th.
Thank goodness.
Deacons on their way to win number 1 of the 25 season. Deacons by 50. 88-38 with 4:58 to play. Wake Forest relaxing on the bench. On the court, they're shooting a robust 68% here in the second half. Alyssa Andrews, low-key, could get a double-double here. She's got 7 points, 8 rebounds. 8 and 8 now.
Very good. Very good. She worked hard this summer. Wake Forest last year last in field goal percentage, 15th in field goal percentage. So you're shooting, what did you say, 68%? Is that what you said?
In the second half.
In the second half.
Not too many Demon Deacons from Norway, I mentioned. Not too many Demon Deacons from Montana that have joined the women's basketball program.
But you've been to Montana, though, right?
It's one of the few states I haven't been to, and I aggressively want to get there. Have you been to Montana?
I have. I actually have.
You done football out there?
Yeah, I did. Cold, too.
Depends when you go, but yeah.
It didn't matter to me. It was cold.
Sorby for 3.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But I also saw Montana State basketball season ago, too. So, football, basketball. Good football and basketball in the Big Sky Conference.
Steele, Andrews. Into double figures. Nice. She's got 10.
Very nice. Quicker to the basketball. This entire team been quick to the ball. Continue it all season. Good things can happen.
Another quick run in less than a minute. 7 straight points for the Deeks in the last 50 seconds. No go for Adams. Andrews just grabbed her 10th rebound. She's got the double-double.
It's her first, I think, of her career.
There were some band members over there that knew it and were screaming when Alyssa got that rebound. With a passion that defies explanation. The spirit of the old gold and black.
That was well done. That was well said. Got to have a good band. Got to have a good band. Band plays, give you a pep squad, get you excited. I like that.
Here's a true story. I was a member of the pep band for 1 day.
See, that's why you should have stayed in the band. You'd have been a cool kid.
Well, they didn't want me. I wasn't good enough at the trumpet.
At Wake Forest in high school?
At Wake Forest. They needed, it was fall break and there was a football game at Duke and they wanted the band to go. And they were willing to like pay to get anyone with instrumental experience. So I went with the band and played trumpet for a football game at Duke. I think it was my freshman year.
Did you march? I mean,
no, we're just sitting in the stands.
You could have gone to Ohio State and da-da-da.
You got to play trombone to do that.
I know, but you could at least,
or tuba.
You could have faked it
tuba.
One time.
No, I'm not strong enough to hold up a tuba.
Did you put the uniform on and everything?
No, they gave me a shirt.
Oh, yeah, T-shirts.
On the back, it said, with a passion that defies explanation. And it stuck.
I'll tell you what. We hadn't seen each other much this summer, and I can tell you miss me because you're telling some things I didn't know. In the band, not the cool kid on campus. There's a steal, but my goodness.
Just for 1 day.
Just for one day. That one's enough. I did the same thing.
With Dr. Kevin Bowen, who often plays the national anthem here at the Joel. He is a far more talented trumpeter than I. It's not close. Barhetu the rebound. The suspense now is whether Wake gets to the century mark. Rebound for Jordan. 6 Demon Deacons in double figures. Riley Turcoff could get there and become the 7th with one more bucket.
Back cut, look low. There's your high-low, screen away. Everybody's moving.
Sorby swatted by Adams. Wake ball with 9 to shoot.
You can see the adjustment with the personnel. Better ball handler. Remember last year and early in the season, it was more of 1-4, little high-low, little Princeton-style offense. Now it's more of an attack mode. You like what you're seeing, just moving the ball crisply. Plenty of time.
Turcoff becomes the 7th Demon Deacon in double figures here on opening night.
Very impressive offense by Wake Forest.
That's a travel. Or a foul, but definitely one of the two. (97-38). 99-38.
Great back cut, great recognition, find the passer, and once again, caught the ball in motion and scores.
Deacons by 61. I'm going to go on a limb and say this is the largest lead of the season. .123 left, and 3 free throws are coming for Queens.
Watch this. Swing the ball from one side, keep it protected. No pressure on the basketball, then you send a cutter to the hole, and look what I found. And that now, Queens gave up 112 last year against LSU. So, you know, they had some points differentials a few times last year, but there's not a lot they could have done today. The team shot well, good percentages, moved the basketball. How many assists does Wake Forest have on baskets made?
17 assists on 38 baskets officially, with 16 turnovers.
Okay.
Will Wake break 100 for the first time in just about 5 years? Turcoff, top of the key, does it!
I'm going to be the basketball coach. I'm not going to be the fan. Great ball movement, caught it in motion, catch and shoot and knock it down. Again, we talked about it, being able to execute.
Rebound for Kennedy Moore. Maybe one more chance to shoot here. 13 points for Riley Turcoff is a career high. Michaela Quimby kicks it. Jordan blocked. Shot clock will now turn off. One more possession for the Royals. It was 24-6 after one. It was 45-18 at the half. Deacons outscored Queens by 21 in the third. And the advantage has only gotten bigger as the night has gone on. Adams missed it. Adams at the buzzer. Nope. And that'll do it. 102-40 as the Deacons, with a cool and comfortable performance on opening night here at the Joel.